out. She doesn't live a stealth life, does she?
No, I don't think so. Does
Oh.
she live the stealth Oh my god. I almost feel like I want to reach out to her before
Yeah, and be like, "Hey, girl, you're out,
you
right?"
came up. Is it okay if I mention it? Because you had petite feet. Maybe.
We were just talking about your feet on our show, so I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, right. It's like God must be like, wait, does she live this stuff? We're like, oh shit. We're just talking about the
Oh my god.
stealth life, and then we mentioned
Oh my
somebody that's
god.
living
We
the
need to
stealth
we
life.
need to stop outing people. I feel like
But
she was out. I feel like she's out.
but then I think about it, she was very like subtle with how she's talked about it with me. She wasn't like she never told me she was trans. She just agreed with everything I said. Does that make sense?
Now that you mention it, I feel like
She never said
it's
like, "Oh yeah, I'm trans."
yeah.
She like I would talk about like for instance, I'd be like, "So I started transitioning in 2008. When did you start transitioning?" And she would just be like, "Oh, like around the same time." Like she never
Oh,
said,
then she's out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
but I don't think I've ever heard her utter the words.
Oh God.
So maybe I don't know. I mean, she's very past.
She is super pass.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know what like whoever's watching this, like, what are your thoughts of like trans people living that life? I mean, honestly, it's like none of our business
Right.
technically,
Well, it's
but
not, but
it
you know.
is your. I feel like it is their business if they're in a relationship with somebody,
Oh, absolutely.
and I feel like they should know. But they're like literally living years and years with somebody, or they're dating people without the intention of telling them.
But also, like, I also think about like their mental health. Wouldn't that be like a mind fuck of like erasing all of that journey that made you who you are now? Like,
Yeah.
I would always want to talk about it. Like, I've had
Hmm.
some interesting things that happened in my life that, you know, have gotten me to the point where I'm at.
Well, I definitely think there's a level of shame
Mm-hmm.
involved, you know? Like the girls that I've known that live that life, you can tell there's some type of animosity towards
Mm.
their old selves, you know? Like they
Yeah.
hated themselves before
Oh,
to the
wow.
point where they really just like want to almost act like, okay, that person's dead. This is like a new person, you know?
Wow.
Whereas we're more
Sounds so
like,
dark.
you know.
I literally look at my old self and I laugh. I'm like, oh God, you are such a mess.
See, I look at my old self like I was back then, I was in fucking drag. You know what I mean? Or, like what I was wearing and how I was presenting, like in
Mm-hmm.
high school and stuff. Like that was me lying
Yeah.
and wearing a costume. When
Mm.
people like haters out there will say, like, oh, why are you dressed up like that? Why are you like pretending to be something you're not? I'm being 100% authentic now, living my life. But
Correct.
back then, I look at myself, I'm like, wow, I almost look like I'm wearing a costume. Like,
Yeah.
who's that person? Like wearing, like trying to like fit in.
But you were still feminine, right? Like,
Yeah, but then I mean, I wasn't trans. I didn't even know what trans was back then, but
yeah, me either.
I just knew that wasn't for me, and I was just trying to find my way through all those judgments. So I would,
Mm-hmm.
try to force myself to fit in and, adopt those kind of like fashions. But I'd always push it. I
Yeah.
think I was the first one. Um, Actually, I was like the only one that like wore bell bottoms to school.
Oh my God, I wore bell bottoms too.
Did you really?
Yes. I had a pair of mud jeans.
Oh, not mud.
Mud.
I would always push it. Like, yeah, I would. I remember in school, people like they would joke me because I wore bell bottoms because like my grandmother was a seamstress.
Mm.
So of course in Virginia, where the fuck do you find bell bottoms? So I remember asking my
The
grandmother
mall.
to like make me bell bottoms, and she made me a pair of bell bottoms, and I went to school,
Oh. Well, that's
Yes,
nice.
and I literally, like, remember my whole school was, like, up in arms about it, like, "Oh my god, did you see that faggot wear, like, those bubble" For real, like, people were so hateful.
Bitch, I would have been like, "Beady beady bum bum."
Exactly, and that's how I was. I was like, "Fuck them, 'em, I'm still like that too, so take that."
Take that, bitch.
Yeah, I would always, like, push it with the fashion,
I would
and
wear, yeah, same. I would wear women's t-shirts and like
mhm.
really tight tees.
Right, and then this is, you know, back in the '90s when it was like, God, being gay wasn't even, like, acceptable. This is
No.
even, like, before Matthew Shepard, and I remember God, it wasn't even I think it was either my freshman year or middle school where I tried to wear makeup, and I tried to pretend I wasn't wearing makeup. Like, people, because in my choir, we went on this field trip, and then they were like we went out to the bus, and, we were about to go to this performance, so I
Mhm.
had this, like, CoverGirl stick concealer that looks like a lipstick. Do you remember those
Yes,
concealers
I do remember.
that look like lipsticks? So I remember I had one, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing back then, so I, like, probably got, like, a light color, and I, like, put it under my eyes and just put it anywhere on my face, and I tried to blend it out thinking that, it would blend, but then someone I remember the girls were like, "Are you wearing makeup?" And I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" And they're like, "You just look really fresh." I'm like, "Well, I guess I must be fresh." It's like I'm like, "How about you mind your business?"
Yeah, why were people kids were so mean.
Yes, and I had my clear mascara
Oh my
too.
god, I had a clear mascara. That's my first makeup.
Not the
And people would
clear.
be like, "Oh my god, your lashes." And then someone was like, "You're wearing mascara." And I was like, "No, I'm not." And then she literally went for my eyes and she was like, "No, you're not." I was like,
It's
"Yes,
well, I
I'm
mean,
not."
clear mascara is pretty much just like brow gel.
It is.
I've never understood clear mascara. What does it do? Just like clump your lashes together?
I mean, I guess it like separates them. If you like curl them and then you do that, it's like,
Well, I never had like good lashes anyway. So I have those Asian lashes.
yeah. And then I slowly started using eyeliner,
Mmm.
like in the waterline.
Oh my God. I had a lip balm from Naturistics that was mango flavored. And I would low key take my mom's Revlon eyebrow pencil and use it as a lip liner. Because back then it was cute. Like wait, Hailey Bieber did this. And now she's like claiming it's like, I don't
It
know.
she called it honey glazed lips. That's what she
Bitch,
called it.
been doing that. Okay. Since I was
Okay.
where yes, back in the day, we used to take the red Revlon eyebrow pencil
Hmm.
and I would use it as a lip liner, and I would take a pot of lip gloss balm called Naturistics in the mango flavor, and I would use it as my lip gloss, and then it would like gradiate towards the center, and I would just wear that in the bathroom and then wipe it off.
Uh,
Because like
in
because
the
I
boys'
mean,
bathroom?
no, like at home.
Oh.
Because it was my mom's Revlon pencil.
Oh, I see.
So I would take that and then I would wear it, and then I would make my friend Chioma wear it.
Oh.
Like girl, like I would be like,
Smart.
"Girl, let me do your lips. Let me do your makeup with this Revlon pencil." Like her whole face would be done with this Revlon pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So
I used to do that
absolute.
too.
So, would you? I mean, was that your only experience living the stealth life that one time at Tiffany?
That's probably the only time. Oh, wait, wait. No, there's another time. With a guy. No, it's
Oh.
coming back. Okay, so it was one random night. It was like one of those beautiful days that, you just like go out to New York and you just like walk and everything's perfect. The weather's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you go is perfect. Your lunch perfect. I was just having a moment. And
Right.
I ended up in the fountain in front of Columbus Circle, right there by
Mm-hmm.
Central Park. And it was about like, I don't, probably like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It was already getting dark. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like reflecting on my day. I was like, wow, that was a really, really nice day.
Not having a moment. Not
I was having a moment. Because
yeah.
those don't come often in New York.
Right.
Not like that. And so I'm there reflecting, and then all of a sudden this like guy passes by, like normal white guy, cookie
Wait, I think I
cutter,
remember this guy.
cookie cutter.
Did he live across the
And
street?
yes.
Yes, I remember this guy. Okay.
He approached me, like
Mhm.
we like locked eyes and we just felt something and like he just casually approached me, just like start up a conversation,
Mhm.
and it wasn't very like creepy. It was very like just cool.
Mhm.
And then we just had a normal conversation and I shared my number. And he called the next day. He like text messaged me or whatever and we set up a date. And the whole time I felt like he knew. Like this was just me assuming again that people automatically know that I'm trans, but
Mhm.
he had no idea. But I didn't know that he didn't know because for me,
Mhm.
I'm assuming okay, he knows. So whatever, we go on a date and like it's great. We're like vibing. We go out for drinks and blah 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 blah. Before you know it, I end up at his apartment.
That being the first date slut.
Technically, it was the second time I was meeting him.
Oh my god.
Well, his
Maybe
apartment.
that's the real problem, Desiree, is that you're a slut.
It just seemed too good to be true because he
Right.
lived literally, I guess, what was that, 59th
That
Street,
yeah, those buildings
overseeing Central
right
Park.
across. Yeah, right from where the where Columbus Circle is. Those like
Hmm.
they were brick buildings.
So I'm over here like, did I just hit the lottery? Like,
Right.
what's going on? Am I
What did
about
he
to be?
do?
I don't
What was his
remember,
occupation?
honestly. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But he had a small apartment. It was a very tiny apartment.
Yeah, but the location.
I mean, hello. I would have been fine with that.
Right.
It was a studio apartment,
Okay.
but the sex wasn't great.
No?
No.
Why? Why do you say that?
He just didn't he just didn't know
How
how
to work
to
it
like
out?
work it. I left and I just didn't feel the need to tell him because I'm over here thinking that he knew, but the whole time he didn't. Like I
Did
forgot
he
what
try
he.
calling you and stuff afterwards?
Yeah, and I feel like he asked me something where like I don't know how it came about where I knew that he didn't know. Where I was like, well, should I tell him now? Like that doesn't matter. I'm not gonna see him. Like, what should it matter? So yeah.
So that's how it ended?
It was
You
just
just
like
stopped
me,
talking?
I ended it because I just didn't feel the sexual chemistry that I thought it would. It just like fizzled out
Oh,
and
that sucks.
yeah, I
And he was
know.
hot and everything?
He was cute. He wasn't like super hot. It's just like he just didn't know how to do things. And he wasn't like not that I am a size queen, but it didn't fit my desires.
Not a size queen. I
Yeah,
mean,
it just fizzled out. Yeah.
it is what it is.
And I
What
don't
can you,
care. He probably doesn't even remember me.
yeah,
He's probably married with kids now.
probably.
Yeah.
Or he still lives in that apartment. There was a time, again, like I just assume everyone knows that I'm
Mhm.
trans, right?
Mhm.
So, and sometimes it completely like escapes me that there are people out there that, don't know. And there was a time when I was single, when I was at a bar
Mhm.
and I was with like some coworkers from Macy's. And we were at this like Irish pub. I'm not sure if I
Oh
ever
my
took
god, I
you.
do. Yes, yeah, you did
What
take
was it
me.
called? It was called
I
like
forgot. They
it's
had
called
like
like
burgers
Patrick's,
and
St.
stuff, right?
Patrick's. Well, there was like a whole bunch. It was on 33rd Street,
Mhm.
and there was
I
like this like
remember.
Irish pub that everyone from Macy's and surrounding areas would go to have drinks because they had like good happy hours and good burgers and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we used to go there for lunch.
Yes. So we went there one night, and then, of course, I got a little twisted, and there is this guy there, and he was like talking to me and flirting with me, and I
Mhm.
was like, okay, whatever. And I just remember the shady ass bartenders. Anyway, they're like giving me like vibe looks, like these little looks. So I was like, okay. And then I went to the bathroom, right? I
Mhm.
went to the bathroom, and the bathroom is like one of those bathrooms that are like one at a time,
Yeah.
and you can like lock the door. So I
Mhm.
go to the
I
bathroom.
remember.
I do you know the story?
No, I just remember
Yeah, those
the
bathrooms.
restaurant, yeah.
Yes. So I walk into the bathroom and the guy comes right in after me, closes the door, locks it, and then literally starts making out with me. Yes. So he's like, we're like making out, and I'm like, oh my God. And then, like, we get a little
Fancy.
handsy. Yeah. We get a little handsy, and then I hear a boom, 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 like on the door.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the
Mhm,
manager or something.
mhm.
And they're
Did
like,
you
you
get
guys
kicked
need to
out?
come out. And I was like, "Oh my God." And then so we got thrown out of this thing at this out of that bar, and then he stayed in and I was outside, and then with like my coworkers like, "What happened?" blah 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 blah. And then we left, and then I got a text from him because we exchanged numbers when we were talking initially,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Is it true that you're a dude?" Yes. I was like, fucking bartenders. The bartenders were like, they come here all the time. That's a dude.
Fucking
Yeah.
assholes,
What an
haters.
ass haters, right? I'm like, I thought you knew. And he was like, no, I didn't
Let's
know. I was like, oh
oopsie.
my God.
You know what's so funny? That we had the same experience in that bathroom.
In that same bathroom?
Mhm. That's when that's where I took Stefan on our first date, like
And
our
you guys
first
made out in
official.
that bathroom?
We were having dinner, talking about blah 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 blah, like getting tipsy, and then got up to go to the bathroom, and he did the same thing. He pushed me into the bathroom, and of course, we started making it hardcore,
Not
like
the makeout
borderline
bathroom.
about to like go down on each other, and then same thing, boom, 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 get out, and we got kicked out.
But I didn't know that.
What? I thought I told you.
What are the odds that both of us, our slutty ass selves, would both make out with guys in the same bathroom, in the same restaurant in New York City, and get kicked out?
That's why when you're telling me this, I'm like, wait, I can't believe
Yes.
you didn't know that.
I feel like I didn't know that. I didn't know it was at the same exact restaurant.
No, it was
It was like
because
I forgot what it was
I forgot what it was
called,
called. It
like
started
St.
with the S,
Patrick's or
no,
some.
or something with
I
an
feel like
S.
the word Patrick was in it because I mean it is Irish.
I remember an S somewhere. But yeah, we got
Yeah.
kicked out and like we ran and like we stopped and we started laughing and then like we started making out again.
You're like, and then I went down on them in the street.
No, we actually went home. We actually went our separate ways and went home, and then that's kind of where like we started dating. We're like, oh well, no.
Oh, that was the beginning of everything.
That was the beginning of everything. Oh, a different story.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Girl, that is too funny.
Wow, that's so funny. I wish that like there was like a recording of us like side to side, and that bum 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 bum.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they were like
gosh.
monitoring that bathroom because apparently that
Apparently,
happened
a
a
lot of people
lot.
go into that bathroom.
Yes.
I just
So
thought it was rude that they clocked me.
yeah, that's
The
fucked up. That's none of
fucking
their fucking
bartender.
business. Okay.
Fucking haters. And we were
Haters.
constants there. We were regulars.
Yeah, well, the
I
happy
went
hour
there
was
all the
good.
time.
I
Yeah, I would go
remember.
there all the fucking time.
I remember I would have their burger. It was really good.
Not their burger.
It was so juicy.
That's too funny.
That is hilarious.
Oh my god, not us talking about the stealth life for an
I know.
hour.
Well, okay, so do you agree with it or you don't?
Oh gosh.
That's a hard one, right?
Okay, I don't agree. This is what
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with.
Okay.
I don't agree lying to people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you should be transparent to
Trends.
people. I mean, not I know, but not necessarily to strangers. Fine. If you don't have to disclose shit to strangers because they mean whatever, like they're
Yeah,
passing their,
of course.
whatever.
None of their business anyway.
Yeah, it's none of their business, whatever. But if you are in a relationship with someone and then
Mm-hmm.
you're giving that idea of like a relationship and you want to be in a long-term relationship and you're
Mm.
dating for the right reasons, I feel like it's your responsibility to be transparent and
Hmm.
tell them. Why would you lie all the way through? Imagine like dating, then getting engaged, getting married, and being like, why can't you get pregnant? It's like, oh, I have infertile eggs. No, bitch.
But I saw your period.
Oh.
Pig's blood.
Not not using pig's blood. There's some girls out there that use pig's blood. FYI. Not the pig's
Oh my
blood of
God,
the
I
faux
can't.
tampon or
I
pad.
died when I heard that story.
Yes, not the pig's blood put on the tampon and then strategically placed into the bathroom of the guy to make it look like you had your period. Okay, that's going above and
That's
beyond.
way too much. Like, who has time for all that? Girl.
Somebody who's living the stealth life. For real. They are like making sure like no stone is not is turned or what's
Wow.
the saying? No stone is unturned.
Correct.
Yes, they want to make sure everything looks authentic,
No.
including the blood.
Ugh.
I mean, the blood is real. The blood is real. Going into like women's restroom, we've had this discussion in other podcasts, but yes, when I started like going into women's restrooms, I'm like, girl,
I
that's
know.
too much.
Hmm.
But the blood, so I get it. Like if you use that as a prop, like to fool somebody,
I
it's a good way to
mean,
do it.
that is a
Yeah.
good way. I mean,
Mhm.
that's going above and beyond.
It is above and beyond.
Yeah,
But
same for
yeah.
me. Same for me. Yeah, the lying part. And it's just like it's also very dangerous. It's a dangerous
Yeah.
game. And we hear it way too often about another girl being killed,
Killed.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, because they didn't disclose that information.
Mhm.
And then they like want to get with the guy that's like hyper masculine and
Mhm.
the guy finds out and he goes crazy because he can't believe it
I
and
know.
then kills them. See, I
That's
I'm I can't lie. I'm too
me
scared.
either. Me too.
I was too scared that I would get murdered or something.
Well, that and also I value my life. Like I don't want to put myself in that type of situation ever,
Yeah.
you know?
But yeah, like let us know what you guys think about this topic.
Yeah.
Like if you're one of the dolls out there, let us know your experiences. How far did you go living that stealth life? Are you currently living that stealth
Well,
life?
they're not going to disclose if they're still living it.
Well, they can be anonymous.
True.
They can
True.
be anonymous. They don't have to give us their address
That is
and
so
their you
true.
know what I
Or,
mean?
if you're one of the girls and you want to tell us when you had a stealth moment, we would love to hear about it.
Yes, because it's just funny. I mean,
It
for me,
is.
it's
Yeah.
funny to hear. I guess I was being stealth. I didn't realize I was being stealth. I was like, "Oh, you didn't know? My bad." Yeah.
Whoopsie. But it's also like we're not like just announcing it to the whole world,
Right. I'm not
you
trying to
know?
announce, and that's how I am. I'm like, I'm not going to announce to it, but I'm also not going to lie about it. You
That's
come up
true.
if you like respectfully come up to me and ask
Mhm.
me, like,
Mhm.
I'd be like, yeah, hmm yep. Your assumptions are correct. Yes, ma'am.
I'm a
So,
Gemini.
oh,
Ugh. I don't like how that
right.
sounds.
Not that word. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for listening to this episode of House of Teas. Please don't forget to subscribe to this
Mhm.
channel, comment down below, like, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications when new videos are up. Also, we are officially on
Mm.
Spotify, so just search for us at House of Teas,
Oh.
HAUSOFTEASE, where you can listen to the full program and episode in its entirety without any cuts while you're driving or you just don't feel like looking at our mugs, even though I wouldn't know why.
I know. It's still hard to resist.
So yes, you can listen to us on Spotify, but it also has a new feature where you can watch the whole video in its entirety on Spotify
That's
too.
nice.
And follow us on our IG and TikToks as well. Any information will be listed down below in the description, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye.